Good morning, everyone. This is Nerd Knowledge Unlimited, and this is my first video in over a year. I felt compelled to do this video this morning because of certain concerns that I have. I am a member of the Jamaican diaspora here in the United States, and I would like to, I'm going to try and strike a balance in this video. I'm going to talk about the good and the bad about Jamaica. I think it's the right thing to do. I don't believe in just showing white sand beaches or, on the other extreme, reporting about the crime, the high crime, high murder rate, and so on. So I'm going to try and strike a balance. First, I would like to say that Jamaica is much more than white sand beaches, all-inclusive hotels, or it is also more than the high crime rate that's going on, the high murder rate, and all that. But I'll start out with the good. Jamaica is a small country, the third largest actually in the English-speaking Caribbean. And it has made such an indelible mark on the face of the earth. If I were to go back, say, just go back, say, 60 years, indulge with me in a little bit here. Jamaica was the first country to declare that they will not do business with the then oppressive apartheid government in South Africa. That was a bold step. Jamaica was still under British colonial rule, and it was really the Foreign Service of Britain that was expected. They handled the foreign affairs issues of Jamaica back then. Remember, Jamaica gained independence in 1962, but they took that bold step. In the Jamaica gained independence, as I mentioned before, in 1962. Jamaica has had success at the Miss World and Miss Universe levels. So some of the most beautiful women are from Jamaica. Jamaica has had success in different areas of sport. We can start with cricket, athletics, boxing. Jamaica even entered a team in the 1988 Winter Olympics, the first Caribbean country to do so. I mean, that is amazing. We have well-known Jamaicans all over the world, people in politics, people in academia, people in industry, just about every area of life that you can think of. And Jamaica has made a mark on that. You can find a Jamaican living in almost every country in the world. That's amazing. We have, right now, there's a gentleman who was nominated to be the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica, Nick Perry. Of course, he has to go through the confirmation process, but that shouldn't be hard. This man has served the United States, served the people of New York greatly as a politician. We have connections to people whose parents were born in Jamaica, people like the late Colin Powell. It's amazing. And it would take me probably 2 days to name the achievements of many Jamaicans. We have Usain Bolt, the current, the fastest man in the world, and so on and so forth. But let me switch to the bad things. No, the crime rate is very high there. The murder rate is very high. The country cannot continue on the same trajectory. The Prime Minister must impose an indefinite state of emergency nationwide. There are folks who will say the tourist industry will be affected. Yes, the tourist industry will be affected. But do the tourists get to see the real Jamaica? No. They are herded into these all-inclusive resorts. Yeah. Yes, that's a good representation of Jamaica. Yes, but it's not all. Many of these tourists would like to go and mingle with the general population, instead of being at an all-inclusive resort where everyone, the staff is at your beck and call. That's not the real Jamaica. Give me a break. But the tourist can experience the real Jamaica if the politicians do something. Politicians and the law enforcement, the different law enforcement agencies there, do something about this crime rate. You cannot have a bunch of thugs, gangsters, putting the people in fear. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot expect it to be a business as usual and expect better results. That's impossible. Maybe, as I said, they should start with my suggestion. Start with a nationwide state of emergency, an indefinite state of emergency, which must be nationwide, and let the chips fall where they may. You cannot sacrifice one industry for the general population. Yes, tourism brings in the bulk of the money there, but also, just keep in mind that also a lot of Jamaica's foreign exchange comes from members of the diaspora, people who send money. There are billions of dollars. The diaspora in the United States, in Canada, in England, and many other countries are sitting on billions of dollars waiting to invest in Jamaica. And they are afraid to do so. Do you know what that can do to the GDP? You know what that can do with paying down the debt? You know what that can do to employment for the young? You know what that can do with educating the workforce? But they are afraid. We're all afraid. Some of us are brave enough. But something has to be done. This is the end of my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I would like my channel to grow, and I appreciate your help in doing so. Again,